5 reasons I like video games more than sports with my boys, and I stopped feeling guilty about it.
Reason 1, I actually like games. I grew up as an indoor kid in the 80s. Mario Brothers, Zaxxon, Contra, Mega Man, the list goes on. I spent so many quarters at the arcade. Man, those were the days. I even remember renting consoles for a weekend and completely geeking out. So naturally, I'm teaching my boys the glory of that, or as close as we can get to it. Arcades these days are unnecessarily expensive. So consoles and PC it is. In a recent PC game of Deep Rock Galactic, we had to face off against the season's new nemesis. We each had a chosen class and battled it out together. Our oldest is the digger in this game. He likes making the paths for us. My middle son is the engineer, which in real life is something he's hoping to do. My youngest is a scout, because, well, he goes off and does whatever he wants anyways. And I'm the gunner, because, well, all I'm really good at is using a big gun. I suck at games. We laugh, we fight, we forgive, and we keep going. This is a hobby of mine and I'd be doing it anyways, so how could I not include them in this? When I was younger, I was involved in sports as well. Hockey, wrestling, football. But as I got older and my back kept giving out, I started to enjoy being home more. Guess I'm still an indoor kid. So sports took a back seat and gaming became a positive hobby I could do with my family. Second, I'm able to broach life lessons that don't always come up naturally. There are times when a game will take us into stories that my sons can relate to, and I can talk to them about how to approach it in real life. Final Fantasy XIV, one storyline goes on about betrayal and loss, leading to talks about times that they were bullied. Damn it, Emmett Selk. Oh, am I kidding? I can't stay mad at you. Real transparency and healthy discussions. I was able to hear stories I hadn't heard before, and in the context of the game, we were able to perhaps not seek out resolution, but talk about it openly. It was real. It was amazing. Let alone life lessons like working together, learning to be patient as we waited for one another, and understanding each other's playstyle and temperament. It's not to say that you can't teach life lessons from sports, but with games, I'm able to get right into it when it happens. I'm not having to wait till we get home from practice when the emotions have passed. We deal with it right then and there. We're able to talk about relationships, winning and losing, building character, and other important life lessons. And let's be honest, it helps me immensely in clearing some of those harder contents with a static raid team. And a raid team that has no excuse not to be there. No scheduled times, no AFKs for 15 minutes. Get your butt in this raid! Gaming life balance. There's a real issue with the parenting style of do as I say, not as I do, with some exceptions. I'm still the adult and they're still the kids. But kids model behavior. They see what their parents do and consciously or subconsciously do the same thing. They have a prime example of someone they can look up to with a work-life gaming balance. They're benefiting from this by the nice house we live in, the harmony they enjoy as a family, and the lack of judgment they feel when they've wasted an afternoon gaming together. Some families ride bikes. Well, we do that. Some go skiing. Yeah, we don't do that. Some watch movies together. We definitely do that. And some families play music together. Yeah, we definitely don't do that. But we did build quite the town together in Valheim, fending off stone golems, furling berserkers and trolls. We also took down all the bosses while still working on homework and daily chores. It's not only doable, it shows them that life is about balance. If we jump into Valheim for a half an hour, it's quicker than packing up and going skiing or biking, and then we can get back to what we were doing before. We can do it before the end of the day, first thing in the morning in our PJs, or for an afternoon without leaving the comforts of our own bathrooms. The fourth reason I like gaming with my kids more than sports is that we're able to connect with their cousins, their friends that are geographically too far away to see daily. The way gaming has changed has allowed us to laugh, joke, and do things that they weren't able to do otherwise. And we get together in the real world, they just continue on like they had been, chatting together all along. Even in Fortnite, and getting that victory royale with friends thousands of miles away feels amazing. Oh yeah, I suck at that game too. Before we move on to the final reason, if you'd like more stories of a gamer raising more gamers, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And thanks for making it this far. And if this was even somewhat enjoyable, please boop that like button. And the fifth reason I like gaming with my kids more than having them in sports is the money. Good grief. It is so much cheaper to hunt down new skins on a boat in Sea of Thieves. Have you ever tried keeping 3 kids active in sports in different seasons? And not only the money, but the scheduling, the driving, the volunteering. Now, if my kids wanted to join a team, no problem, but I sure as heck won't push it on them. And like in reason number 3, we'll just keep in mind sports-life balance. But in light of the cost of sports, from consoles to PCs, it's surprisingly cheaper. Now, I initially had a laptop for work, a desktop as well, but as my kids got into higher education, they needed a computer for their schooling as well. So, what I recently did was finally get myself a nice new gaming PC. Give my oldest the school computer, my middle son the old desktop, and my youngest the laptop. And so far, with that and our consoles, we have been sailing off like pirates. The culture shift has been happening, and the old stigmas on video games is waning. Parents should be gaming with their kids, not just dropping them off at the field and then leaving, which I've seen more often than not. Gaming is how I get into their worlds, into their life. It allows me to have conversations with them, learn with them, grow with them. I meet them on their terms and show them that not only am I interested in them, but in the things that they're interested in too. And boy, do I love these boys. Even if every once in a while we decide to go outside and throw around the old pigskin.